Since I was young, I have always been fascinated by the circus. I watched in awe as performers seem to defy gravity and the human limitations. Today I'm here to learn tumbling with Cirque du Soleil. Brandon, shall we start by stretching?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do a little warm up. We can move around and get ready and prep you for some tumbling.
I would imagine that being a performer with Cirque du Soleil is very demanding, physically and mentally. How do you make sure that you're at peak condition?
We work 6 days a week. We do 10 shows, so that on its own keeps you in incredibly good shape. Apart from that, we'll have additional trainings in the week where we have to keep training our apparatuses and stuff. And once you reach that level of mandate C, you kind of know your body. I think the majority of us were athletes beforehand, so we understand our body. Our body's our instrument, so that's all we use. So we know what's good for us, we know what good meals we have to eat, we know how to stretch, we know how to do strengthening programs. Cirque does offer coaches who can also train you. We have 2 full-time physiotherapists that tour with us. If there's any aches and pains and any muscular problems, they are at our beck and call for any type of treatment. And then it's just the responsibility that comes down to you to maintain your body, maintain your workload, do as much as you can possibly do, but keep in main focus on the show and the demands you need for the actual show itself.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what do you do to prepare for each show? What's your pre-show routine look like?
Generally every day we have to do makeup. So for me personally, when I'm doing my makeup, I'll listen to an audiobook or listen to a TED talk or some music. And that's kind of like pre-ritual. You kind of get into the zone while you're putting your makeup on, your character starts developing. Then after that, about 45 minutes or an hour before the show, I'll do a warm-up, I'll do a stretch, something just light and cardiovascular to get the body moving, get in the zone. And then once the music starts and everyone's in costume and makeup, it's go time. And the character, we did such a good process in the creation of understanding exactly who the characters are and everything. So once the makeup is on, the costumes are on, the music starts, you're just there, you're present, you just go and you deliver every night to a different 2,000 people. So that's my ritual, I'd say.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone that's interested in becoming an acrobat with Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, that's interesting. There's many different ways to become an acrobat. Cirque holds auditions in all major cities yearly, where they'll have talent scouts, and talent scouts will assess people, and if you have the right level of acrobatics, the right look, the right style, Cirque will get you into their database. But then it can be anything from, it took me 5 years from being on the database to actually get into a show. They could call you in a week, they could call you in a few years. Other ways to do it is you can film a demo and then actually post it online, and if you're accepted, they'll keep you in mind through online with multimedia and everything today. So there's a number of different ways to get involved. A lot of the scouts will also go to competitions for gymnastics, diving, etc., and they'll scout performers there for when they end their career and they want to move on into the theatre, then they'll potentially take them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So is this your first time in Ottawa? Have you had a chance to tour the city?
I did a show Toruk last year in Ottawa, actually.
I went to that.
You went to that, yeah. We were here 1 year ago, and I got to see a bit of Ottawa and meet some locals. And for this show, I only arrived yesterday, so I haven't done a whole lot yet. We've been setting up the tent and getting ready, but the weather's been incredible, man. So excited to be here.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Brandon, what are we doing here with the tumbling?
Okay, so I'm going to teach you one of the most basic moves in parkour, but one of the most essential moves, the roll. What we're going to do is we'll start off basic and super low. We're going to do a little jump. You're going to learn to place your entire hand, elbow, shoulder, and roll over your back. Stand up and keep moving in momentum. It's an essential move because when we jump in from high structures, or when you're later doing somersaults and you have momentum going forward on concrete, you need to know how to absorb that momentum and roll and continue moving forward. That's what parkour is all about. It's about the flow and moving from A to B in the most creative and fluid motion possible. So to start off super basic, I'll teach you this roll. We'll jump, we'll land first, left leg, right leg, put our hand down, roll over our elbow, roll over our shoulder, roll over the back, stand up, and keep moving forward.
Thank you, Brandon, for teaching me the moves.
Absolutely, man.
You made it look a lot easier than it is. Good luck on your shows.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.